Hey folks, Chef Red's back again. Remember when we brined that pork? Today we're going to make the ham. I decided to go a little bit outside of the box, and for you guys, just to have a little bit of fun too, we're actually going to make cotton candy ham. So here's our brined ham. With this, I've actually got some cream soda. So it's 3 cans of cream soda that I've reduced down by 75%. And we're going to use that as a glaze as we go. So we're going to slowly smoke our ham plus cook it in the grill at the same time. We're going to baste it as we cook. In the end, we should get a nice crust with a really nice sweetness to give it kind of a cotton candy flavor. Plus you get all the great flavors of the ham as well. We're going to see what happens. Again, kind of an experiment for me, but a little bit of fun too. Are you guys ready? Let's get it on. Alright, here we are folks. We got the smoker rolling really hard. I've decided today's reveal day. Forget about this. Mask is coming off. Let's get this cooking. Let's have a lot of fun. Here we are. Alright, it's time. We're going to go ahead. We're going to open this up. We're going to get our ham on there and we're going to start cooking it. Are you ready for this? Check out this smoke. Get it on there, don't be too shy. I'm going to start it off really low because I want the smoke to really get into the ham, so I don't want it above the fires just yet. I've got my smoking pellets rolling in there. They're giving a lot of smoke to this meat. And we're just going to let it go for the first little while. This is probably going to be a full probably 3.5 to 4 hour process. So don't rush yourself. Be ready. I keep a little spritzer with me just to kind of tone down the flames a little bit. And you can as well. And that's just a little bit of water that I'm putting in there just so the flames don't get too out of control. Alright guys, here we are. We're smoking now. I want to show you kind of what we're looking at here. So if you take a peek here, you're going to see all that smoke billowing out. Really nice. We've got the ham. I've already flipped it one time. I'm going to keep it going for a long time. Just a real low smoke. As it keeps going, in about a half hour or so, I'm going to start glazing it and just start actually cooking it with the heat and everything. But this is going to turn out really well. I think I've got a really good feeling about this one.
Get my sweater.
Too legit. Quick. Too legit. Where are you going? Hey folks, here we are again. So now the heat's well. I got a lot of smoke into the pork. I've put all my pork on the top shelf. I glazed it once really quickly, but I'm going to do it one more time. So again, using this mixture with the cream soda, I'm just brushing it on top. I'm letting it cook slowly on top. That's going to caramelize all the sugars, and in the end, we should see a nice dark finish around the ham to give it a lot of really good flavor and just to get those sugars really going into the meat too. It's going to be really good. I have a good feeling about this one. Alright folks, with the cooking going along right now, we're actually starting to get a nice little caramelization. Like, we're not very far into it. Ignore the burgers and stuff on the bottom. It's just my dinner. Ham takes too long. As you can see here, it's starting to color really nicely. The sugars are really starting to caramelize on there, which is exactly what we want to see. And eventually that's going to keep hardening as we continue basting, and we're going to get a really nice product out of this. As you can see guys, the caramelization is actually coming through really well. I decided to bring it down, get more heat going on it, cook it a little bit faster at this point in time. I'm going to continue basting it and getting more and more caramelization going on. Just get a really nice dark color on there. It's going to start caramelizing more and more as we go. A little bit will probably burn, and that's okay too. What that does is it gives you kind of a crisp and a nice little kind of crunchy outside, which is something not to be afraid of. But this is turning out to be a really good project. are, guys. Final cut. Ham's been cooking for a long time. See all these nice dark colors. The sugar's really caramelized really nicely. Burnt a little bit on some spots, but that's totally okay. That actually tastes kind of good. It gives you a little bit of bitterness with the sweetness, so I wouldn't worry too much about that. But basically, this all in, we're talking about 3.5 to 4 hours. I usually use a thicker cut, like something like a shoulder, something that has a lot more fat in it. It takes a little bit longer to cook. This being a tenderloin took a lot less time to cook, but it's still really delicious. So leftover hams or leftover meats, things like this, you can do a lot of different things with it. If you happen to have a leftover meat at home and you don't know what to do with it, you could always just throw something in the comment for me. I can take a peek and come up with a couple ideas that might help you out, and we can figure out something together to help you out with getting rid of your leftover meat and making something absolutely delicious for yourself as well. But I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I know it was a lot of shortcuts, but it's a really long video for it to go start to finish. Yeah, this is the end of our ham. It's going to be quite delicious. I've taken a couple of tastes here and there to try it out. The sugars are really nice. It's not overpowering. You get the saltiness, you get the sugar, you get everything that you really need. So give this recipe a shot. I think you'll be really happy with it. It is a long process for sure, but it's well worth it in the end. Thanks for joining us. Get it in you.
Get my sweater.
Too legit to quit. Too legit. Where are you going?